I too want to thank the Chamber and Mike and Deborah and everybody who was involved with the putting this on. But let's get started. First, talking about US Highway 11E. As you know, Knoxville and Johnson City are connected by a 4-lane highway, with the exception of the road between 25E and Interstate I-81. So the problem is we've got that stretch of land there that needs to be 4-laned. And I believe that the reason we need to do that is because of the economic impact it would have because of our industrial parks. We have Molly, we have Lear, we have the new factory rock line that's coming. We've got to be able to get goods and services to those people. And also it'd give an opportunity for the residents of Greene County and Hawkins County to access our retail and our restaurants. As a representative, I pledge to you that I will pursue the completion of this project by TDOT. We've got to insist that TDOT fund it. We've got to insist that TDOT remain on schedule. It's too important because it is economic growth for our community. Let's talk about TCAT. TCAT and any public education, I'm for. In my time on City Council, I've been a huge proponent of TCAT. In fact, the city has been working diligently to move their public works so that TCAT can have enough room to expand. I've heard Chamber President Marshall Ramsey say that at any given time there's 900 jobs available in our community. And when Van Hool starts, that's going to be another 600. So our problem is that we don't have enough qualified workers, and that is TCAT's responsibility. As your state representative, I pledge to work closely with TCAT Director Jerry Young and his staff to advocate for whatever they need to make sure that there's better training for the men and women of Hamilton County. We must expand the TCAT campus, and we must expand the programs that are made available to them. Now, what about the opioid epidemic? I think first we have to say that how proud we are of our city and our county law enforcement officers, which truly are the front line of this problem. If we don't continue to support and embolden our law enforcement community, we don't have a chance on this problem. The opioid epidemic is more than a law-breaking problem. It's a life-breaking problem. The governor has strong plans in tracking the opioid epidemic on the state level with 3 agendas: prevention, treatment, and law enforcement. As a state representative, it would be the job to foster the same kind of collaboration between these agencies on a local level. We have some incredible local agencies that have the skills to work with the prevention, the treatment, and the law enforcement for this. If we can all get on the same page, we can work stronger together. Now let me talk about the in-state tuition. I realize that this is a complicated issue from all sides. And many people in our community are very passionate about this. For this reason, I want to clarify when we're talking about this situation. We're talking about a small subgroup of graduating seniors from high school who were brought here when they were too young to consent. They've met all the requirements for high school, and they're asking to pay tuition to the institutions. Let's be clear, in-state tuition is not a Tennessee promise, it's not a grant, and it's not a scholarship. I cannot say that the bill that was proposed was the right bill, but as any high school graduate, there's 4 basic options. You can be educated, you can get a job with menial pay with no benefits, you can go on government assistance, or you can be incarcerated. Now think about it. Which one of those is the cheapest for the taxpayer? It's education. And let me say, I cannot in good conscience stand here and say that I would look these children and the adults, teachers, school board members, anybody who works with these children, and say to them after a year, after they get through with high school, that's it, you can't go any farther. The top priorities for the next 2 years in the state of Tennessee are, to me, are the eradication of the opioid drug epidemic and better paying jobs for Tennesseans, because they both affect us, especially here in Hamilton County. I believe that I have the experience, the dedication, and the track record for leadership to best serve you as your state representative. I will be influenced by only one group, you, the taxpayer. It's time that Hamilton County has a state representative who will go to Nashville and not alienate himself with the governor, not be controlled by others' special interests, and not make decisions based on what's best for Chattanooga or Memphis or other town, but based on what's best for us here in Hamilton County. That's why I'm running. A vote for me is a vote for Hamilton County first. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pedigo and Mr. Eldridge. Appreciate both of you all taking time to be with us this evening, and we wish both of you all the very best of luck. And thank you so much for willing to get out and serve and represent us. Again, I would like to thank all the candidates for doing the very same thing, for getting out, willing to be active and be willing to speak your hearts. I don't think that each one of you would be here tonight if you didn't care and want to make our community better. So thank you all, and if y'all give them a big hand, please.